Muslim prophets.
No, they are Hebrews prophet.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
hang on. They are Hebrews prophet. But you say if they are Muslim prophet, for us, what is Islam? Islam is to submit to the will of God.
Yeah.
To the will of God.
Yeah.
So anybody that submits to the will of God is a Muslim. So for us, all the prophets, they preached Islam. The reason why? It's to submit to the will of the one God.
You have the right to have that, but you have many countries. Why cannot Jews have another country?
Have what?
Another country. Why can Jews not have another country? You have many countries.
No. Let me tell you one thing. I deal with theology. I don't deal with politics. I'm happy to discuss with you the Bible. I'm happy to discuss with you the Torah, the Talmud, anything. I don't do politics. I'm sorry.
You don't do politics.
I don't do politics.
That's nice to hear.
No, so it's.
But okay.
Solo el Corán, la Biblia o cualquier otra cosa que tiene que hacer con la religión. Política no hago política.
Okay, I hope you don't get more fanatical to the point that we don't want Israel country, because Christians start getting very annoyed with Islam.
¿Usted por qué estás así?
Porque Islam tells us that Jesus is a prophet of...
Pruébalo. Pruébamelo. Dame la prueba.
The Bible.
No, la prueba del Corán, que el Islam dice esto de Bani Israel.
Many, I actually understand what he says, but he speaks Spanish.
Look, lady. No. Okay, but she speaks Spanish. But the lady came to ask at the beginning a theological, So I said, I have no problem. Look, there was a chap earlier on that came. His name is Anon. He's an Arab Jew. Okay, and we had a lovely discussion, me and him. But it was within, he respected me, I respected him. But the lady came full on, why you do this? How did she know that I do or I don't do? You cannot speak in general and say, and now you were there, maybe you come so charged up with what you hear. But look, to have a conversation, you should not generalize. I don't say that all the Jews are bad. There are bad Jews and there are good Jews. I don't say that all Muslims are good. There are good and there are bad. There are Jews that are against what is happening, and there are Muslims who are actually supporting Israel. So you have to understand this. You have to understand this.
I really respect what you're saying.
Thank you.
And I just wish that everybody was as rational and logical.
No, we have to be rational and logical, otherwise.
You say that, but we go to a lot of demonstrations and there's a lot of hate. And
on both sides, my good lady, on both sides.
I'm afraid less so on our side. But
my good lady,
you have to remember the numbers as well.
My good lady, I have dealt with some Zionists, yeah?
I'm a Zionist.
Okay, so you are a Zionist. Okay, you are a Zionist, that's good. Now, if I ask you, do the Arabs that are in there and they are from the time in Palestine,
Where's Palestine?
well, you know where it is, my lady, come on.
There is no official country called Palestine.
There was, before 48, there was.
It was a region.
Let's just say, before 48 there was. You know, even if you take the Bible, since the lady is not Jewish, she's Christian. If you go to the Bible and you see the maps that are on the Bible, it says Palestine. It says Palestine. So.
But it wasn't purely a Muslim country.
No, there was. Look, nobody has ever said that it was just Muslims there. Actually, there was there was Jews and there were Christians too. And let me tell you one thing, and this is, you can find it, you can do your own research and find it. The second Caliph Umar, when he entered Jerusalem, and he did not find Jews in there, because you know the Romans kicked the Jews out and they kept no Jews in Jerusalem. Ilya, like they call it, Ilya. It was Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, who asked for the Jews to be looked for, people to look for the Jews and bring them, and he brought about 20 families or something to Jerusalem. So if the Muslims were like as it is portrayed, that Jews haters, that wouldn't have happened. And another thing, the lady, are you a Catholic, by the way? Or you are an Orthodox? Yeah, you're from Greece. Okay. Now, the Spanish Inquisition, my good lady, Spanish Inquisition, the Catholics, the Catholics don't like the Orthodox, and you know that, okay? So the Catholics, they try to eliminate the Muslims and the Jews. Where did the Sephardi Jews go to? Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, where actually everybody welcomed them from the Spanish Inquisition. But I'm just like, yeah. So the Sulaiman, Sulaiman Kanuni and Bayezid, these two, they were at the time of the Spanish Inquisition. They used to send their armada.
They're all putting microphones on you.
So that they used to send boats to the shores of Spain to bring who? Jews and Muslims together. To where? To the Ottoman Empire. So look, the Jews always thrived.
I don't mean that.
Yeah, but the Jews they always thrived with the Muslims. With the Muslims. Always thrived with the Muslims. Look, I'm afraid you can't speak to any Sephardi Jew. I'm talking about you are.
My parents are from Egypt and were thrown
Okay,
out.
so look, when? 56. Well, you know what happened in 56. So yeah.
But in
So
Iran, in Iraq, in Morocco,
in Morocco, you have
Yemen.
got rights. You have got rights until now. If you are a Moroccan Jew, if you are a Moroccan Jew, even one of the counselors of the.
Not in Iraq, not in.
No, in Iran you are, my lady. Look, if you look at the Iraq. Oh no, Iraq. Look, Iraq with Saddam and what happened.
Iran,
But before.
Jews were thrown out of Iran.
No, but in Iran, you know, Asbahan. Now in Asbahan, there is and even in the, they have got representation. Not that I'm a fan of the Shia, the government. Not that I'm a fan of them, but they have got representations and we the Sunnis we haven't.
But 850,000 Jews have been expelled from Middle Eastern countries in the last 50, 60
Okay,
years.
the reason you have to admit that they were, first of all, the creation of the State of Israel in 48. Yeah, lots of the Jews that they regretted it when they went there because they were made to work to do hard labor and lots of things. For example, the Jews
Going where?
to Israel.
Yeah, because it was a country that was still barren.
Okay, so no, I'm just saying like from history. So what you have got Jews that in Morocco that they were allowed to take their wealth and belongings and everything, and they went to Israel by their own accord. No one has forced them. I'm talking to you, and until today, there is a Jewish family that comes to see my mother every year from France. They go to see my mother. The grandmother has passed away.
We're talking about individual families. I'm talking about 850,000 Jews across the Middle East that cannot go back to those countries.
What about the 48? What about the Arabs that were in the Nakba? I can throw the same thing back at you, the Nakba.
Okay, and who asked them to leave? Who asked them to leave?
Ben Gurion.
And
What's her name?
Hussein,
King Hussein. Hussein, I know the one that you all said that he was a pro-Nazi or something.
Yes. We have photographs of him with Hitler sitting together and him doing that. And this is from 1920 to 1930.
Look, you know that you have got members of the royal family in here that were and she knows. She'll tell you. No, yeah. So by saying just like picking the Muslim and say he's doing this. Members of this royal family, they were they were Nazis. Yeah, they belonged to the.
He had said the Zionists are enemies of Islam. He had said it's written that he said that.
Yeah, but look.
So Jews are only allowed to live in Islamic countries as
Look, it's not about minorities. The Jews are a minority already.
Yeah.
Look, how many Jews are in the world?
Yeah, because the Romans say
No. How many Jews? Look, because
40 million. That's
look,
because Romans
the reason being, no one is a Jew except if the mother is a Jew. True or not? Yeah. So the like interfaith marrying or something like that doesn't make you don't get automatically to be a Jew unless if your mother is a Jew. And for me, to be honest with you, what I consider Jew is the Sephardis and the ones that there is another name of the ones that used to be in Yemen. They have got a different name than Sephardis. Yeah, I don't remember it, but I remember they have got a different name. But I grew up with Sephardi Jews, so I'm in Morocco.
Yeah,
Je parle français bien sûr.
Yeah, but they can't have gays.
Français, espagnol, l'anglais, l'arabe et l'italien. So I grew up with them. We had never had problems, even after 56, even after 67. Never, even after 73, there was never problems. The reason why we grew up speaking the same language, although they used to go to their own schools, their matters, even the synagogues until today are still there. Nobody would go and take. Now, is this tolerance or not?
Yeah.
Nobody, as I said to you, you could see them with their kippas. Nobody, the Orthodox ladies with their.
So I was on the train the other day,
Yeah.
and I had my bag with a little Israeli flag.
Yeah.
And a Muslim, him and his partner, they were from Norfolk Park Hospital, because they were doctors, they had their finger.
Yeah.
And I smiled at them, and they smiled at me. And he looked at me, and he said, "Oh, I see you're pro-Israel."
Yeah.
So I said, "Yes." So he started screaming at me.
No, that's wrong. That's
He
wrong.
then got up, because my presence offended him, and he went and sat elsewhere.
Well, I'm sorry that you.
We would never ever do that to a Muslim.
Look, I would say.
About tolerance. I just want to say something. You talk about tolerance, right? Jewish people are very tolerant, right? I'm finding here in the UK that Muslim people are becoming less tolerant of Jewish people.
Well, look, you're talking to me, and I know you are a Jew, and I'm talking to you with all courtesy and respect. I gave you your due respect. Even the lady came charging at me. I still, yeah.
And I fully respect that and appreciate that. And
No
I
problem.
love the fact that you're like that. But I have to tell you, as a Jew, right, we are feeling that we are not welcome.
Nobody. This is the corner for you. This is.
Can you have gays in Morocco? Can you have gays, homosexuals and transgenders in Morocco?
Look, to be honest with you, I don't live in Morocco. No, I don't. No, gays, look. Gays is like in your own religion. In your own religion, it's a sin. In her religion, it's a sin. Now, if you're talking about like the moderates or things like that, but you're talking to me. I speak theology, even though I spoke to you a little bit about politics. But I do theology. If you ask me from a theological point of view, I say to you, that's absolutely unacceptable. According to your Bible, according in Leviticus, for example, in the Old Testament, in the Talmud, in the Torah, you see all of these things. So from a point of view, yeah. But if some people do support them, that's their thing. As long
countries, are they going to die? Are they going to get killed in Islamic countries?
Leviticus says the same thing. Leviticus says, first of all, there is no country today that applies the Sharia as it needs to be applied. It needs to be applied. And according to Leviticus, they are two to be killed. if anybody, they are according to the law, and we know that the Talmud, the Mishnah, and the Gemara are made of laws from Leviticus and Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Okay, so like in Morocco, can Jews from America go to live in Morocco?
One of the counselors of the king of Morocco is a Jew. My good lady. Yes. So she chose the wrong country to say that Jews are not welcome.
I need to go.
Listen.
But anyway, my pleasure.
My pleasure. Yeah, you look after. I hope so.
Your friends, other Muslims, make me very angry because they say they don't want the state of Israel. It makes me very angry.
Thank you. Yeah.